Yo peeps, that's right, coming to you live from my bedroom, where I've been for the past few hours lying in that bed, which is never made because I'm always in it. I make it in the morning, but then by like the middle of the day, if I'm not working, I'm in bed. But I wanted to talk about something. Mall eye. What is mall eye, you ask? Well, I will tell you. Before I was diagnosed with POTS, for years, from the time I was like 18 or 19, whenever I would go shopping, I'd be with my friends and we would be walking around the mall, and after like 45 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, in the days when I didn't have such disabling symptoms as I do now, but in those days, when I would walk around malls, or I guess walk anywhere, but most of my walking would be done in shopping malls, which isn't to say that I didn't walk anywhere, but not for like 2 hours at a time kind of thing. My vision would go kind of wonky. It's hard to explain, but your eyes just feel kind of the way they do when you're really, really, really tired and you can focus, but not really, and they just feel funny and things just don't look right. And I always thought that was a condition called mall eye. Like, I thought it was something in the air in shopping malls that happened to people's eyes when they were in a shopping mall for an extended period of time. And then it started happening to me when I would walk to the bus stop. So then, of course, I thought I also had bus eye. And then when I found out that I was diagnosed with POTS and I did my own research on it, I found out that it can affect your vision. So mall eye and bus eye were actually just symptoms of POTS, and I just wanted to share that. And with that said, I've been having a pretty bad POTS day today and yesterday too. I don't take any medication right now except for Effexor, which I was pretty skeptical about taking, but I can't take beta blockers, and I've tried other heart slowing meds and like calcium channel blockers. They did not help me. In fact, I felt way worse on calcium channel blockers. Beta blockers were awesome, except that one, I felt like I was gonna pass out all the time, and two, I'm pretty asthmatic, and it really made it hard for me to breathe. So I got yanked off of those. So I just take Effexor, which usually sort of helps to push up my blood pressure. So I normally don't get as lightheaded as I used to for as long as I used to. So before Effexor, I seriously just couldn't even get up. Like, I was spending my days lying on the couch watching daytime TV. After Effexor, I have so far, thank God, been able to have some kind of a life and get out and get up a little bit more. So that was going really well for me, and I switched. It's so weird. Like, I usually take 2 pills of 35. Well, anyway, I take 2 and they add up to 75 milligrams. And I decided, well, why am I taking 2 pills that add up to 75? Why don't I just take the 75 one? So that's what I've been doing, and I've been feeling way wonky on it. Like, I don't know if it's just a coincidence and I'm having a flare up, or if it's the change. I can't imagine why it would be, because it's the same medication, the same amount, but maybe it's something different, some different chemical, who knows. But I've been having, the reason I bring that up is because I've been getting mall eye all day. And that's usually when I know, that's one of the ways that I know when I'm getting bad. Like, there are 2 ways. One, out of the blue, my heart starts acting up. And when I say acting up, I mean tachycardia and arrhythmias, which freak the hell out of me. Anyone get those? How do you deal with that? Because they scare me. Not gonna lie. And the second way I know I'm getting worse is the first sign, if it isn't heart related, is always my eyes start to do that thing where I can't really, things don't look the way they should. They look kind of funny. I have to kind of squint, and my eyes, it's bizarre. It's such a weird experience, but as soon as I get those eye feelings, then I know, like, uh-oh, something's in the mail. And then surely enough, FedEx speeds on by. Not that my POTS developed by FedEx. Oh dear, this is going south. But anyway, usually my eyes are the first thing, and then I get really dizzy, really lightheaded, and then the rest of POTS things come on pretty full blown, and Yeah, that's really annoying. So I just wanted to share my little eye story with you. And um, one of these days, I'm going to make a video about my whole experience of how I discovered I had POTS, because it's pretty harrowing. At least I think it's harrowing. Probably nobody else does. Everyone I know is probably tired of hearing about it. But I'm sure all of our experiences getting diagnosed with POTS are harrowing. I'm not saying heroin, I'm saying harrowing. Anyway, if I was English, that would sound better. Harrowing. It's much clearer. Anyway, yeah, because I think we all go through a ton to get a diagnosis, which is like, how could that not leave a huge psychological imprint on us? But on the bright side, I was just talking to my friend the other night, and I was just talking to him, and we were talking about all the things that POTS has done for me that I kind of appreciate, and in a way, one of the things that helps me cope with the fact that I have POTS, like when it sucks, like when I'm lying down, I can't get up, I can't do anything. So I think, well, this is the cost of what I've learned, and I've learned so much. Like, just like Kylie, you said in your video how little things are huge. It's the same with me now. If I can take a little walk, that's huge. Every day that I can go to work and make it through, that's huge. Anytime I can go out, like on a Saturday night, if I can go out, oh my god, that's an incredible, amazing gift. Just little things. If I can cook and get through cooking a meal, like I love that. That's a really wonderful feeling. Exercise, which I used to like but take for granted. If I can work out, I feel it's amazing. I feel like almost high from happiness that I was able to work out. And all the things that weren't important to me as a little wild teenager, like I never used to get enough sleep, didn't used to eat properly, all those things now have become very important to me, and I wouldn't actually trade that. And the other thing that I've learned from this, from having POTS, is I have become extremely empathic, I think, and I didn't used to be. I will flat out tell you that I used to have a really hard time relating or understanding people's hardship and people's pain, and I didn't really care to understand it, but now I really, like, I can't explain the change that's I've gone through having POTS. Like, I never realized before this the importance of tenderness, how much that means. Sorry. uh, and the few people that were really there for me when things were their scariest, when I didn't know what was wrong with me and was having all these heart procedures because my cardiologist didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't realize how much it would mean just to have someone phone and say, how are you feeling today? And so I've tried with people that I've met since my diagnosis who have been going through things themselves. I've had some friends who have lost family or have been sick themselves. And I try really, really, really hard to be there for them in the same way that people were there for me, or that I wished people were there for me. And I don't think I would have understood what that means or how to really be gentle with people and be tender with people and be there for them. I never understood that before. So yeah, I think I'm grateful for all of those things. Of course, there are things I'm not grateful for, like feeling like I'm 85 and I'm 24. That's no fun. But, you know, like nothing comes for free, and I just feel like I'm a better person because of POTS, a stronger person because of POTS. And that's not to say there aren't times where I'm scared shitless, because I am. This isn't always easy, but would I trade POTS for a normal life? Honestly, not if I had to. I don't think I would